Number 10, Piccolo's death. Now, this one, even if you didn't see it as it was airing in Japanese, is still very shocking. Multiple times they mentioned that Piccolo's Goku's mortal enemy, and for him to not only sacrifice himself for someone else, but to sacrifice himself for Goku's child, that's something that demons don't do. Remember, Piccolo is a demon, and he was evil. He hates Goku. That's his mortal enemy. But for him to sacrifice himself for his son, go out of his way to sacrifice himself for Gohan, is something that just burns it into your memory forever and ever and ever. Not only that, but because of that moment, Piccolo putting his life on the line, that meant up to that point, there were 0 Dragon Balls in the story. The Namekian Dragon Balls were mentioned a little bit ago, but no one's really thinking about that. By that point, no one knew what the Namekian Dragon Balls were. All everyone knew up to that point were the Earth Balls. So no one even knew what they were going to do without the Dragon Balls. They all thought, well, all your friends are screwed, everyone's dead, what's going to go on? And so that's what makes this moment very, very shocking. Number 9, Ultra Instinct, Omen. So this is the first Ultra Instinct, the first instance of Ultra Instinct. One, this was teased throughout almost all of Dragon Ball Super, which is what makes it shocking. And there's another instance of something being teased that is going to be on this list later on. But this is what makes it so shocking. It comes from out of nowhere. And that's what shocking is supposed to be. It's supposed to come out of nowhere. Goku is just getting dominated by Jiren. And then out of nowhere, you think he's dead. He hits him with the spirit bomb. And he gets sucked into it. Pause. But you think he's dead. And then he comes out of the grave. Comes out of the depths of hell. And then he just kicks Jiren. And no one sees it coming. And then the music hits, the epic song starts playing, and boom, it's off to the races. Goku starts clapping anything in sight. It's going crazy in the Tournament of Power. And what an amazing sight to see this was. Truly a shocking moment. Number 8, the end of the Tournament of Power. Okay, so Dragon Ball Super had been going on for almost 3 years up to this point. And the Tournament of Power was built up. And like I mentioned with Ultra Instinct, Crunchyroll crashed for Ultra Instinct. And with Dragon Ball Super ending, well, the Tournament of Power ending, that symbolized that Dragon Ball Super was coming to an end. We all knew it was coming to an end by then. And no one knew how it was going to end. The shocking part of it all was that number 17 won the tournament. The one that people thought was dead. They thought he died in the tournament. He comes out winning the tournament, and no one saw it coming, which is what makes this a shocking moment. You don't see it coming, and that's the beautiful thing about it. And all the while, after he wins, 18's going, oh, you don't really want to get that boat? After everyone's been erased, you really think he's going to care about a boat? All right. Number 7, Goku's transformation on Namek. Now, why is this shocking? I mentioned with Ultra Instinct that there was going to be another one that was anticipated that led to a shocking moment. And this is the other moment. This is the other instance of that happening. After Goku had arrived on Namek, Vegeta was just wetting his own pants, talking about, oh, he's the warrior of legend. He's the one. Goku's the one. And even Ginyu got in on it. Even Frieza got in on it. Everyone was talking and blabbering about Goku being this legendary warrior. And so by this point, imagine putting yourself in the shoes of the readers, because those are the ones who got to experience it first. They were thinking, okay, what is this legendary warrior going to look like? The anticipation was at such a boiling point that they try to even spoil it in movie 4, titled Goku the Super Saiyan. No, I'm not even kidding. That's the actual title for the Lord Slug movie in Japanese. Just a few days later, he would actually transform in the manga. And that's what makes this so freaking impactful. Not only that, but it was revealed in an interview with Toriyama's editors that the Frieza arc was the most popular arc of Dragon Ball. As far as popularity goes, manga-wise, it was the Frieza arc, and anime-wise, it was a Cell arc. And there's no doubt in my mind that Goku's transformation was a huge factor into that. It's no wonder Frieza is looked at as Dragon Ball's marquee villain. He was the one involved with the Marquis transformation, so it all makes sense. And not only that, but this transformation has carried Dragon Ball for decades and decades up to this point. So it's not even up for debate why this should be on the list. Number 6? Maybe that's debatable. But